This year, Nikola Vucevic has become an all-star for only the second time in his 10-year NBA career. In my opinion, he's one of the most underrated players in the league, and definitely up there, probably the top number one underrated centers in the league. For the past few years at least, he's been very, very good, very, very consistent these last 5 or 6 years with the Orlando Magic. This season alone, he's averaged 25 points per game, 11.6 rebounds a game, and 4 assists per game, on 50% shooting from the field, and an impressive 41.6% shooting from 3 on 6.5 threes a game. And just as a reminder, league average is 37% from 3. So he's like a walking double-double, even a 20 and 10 guy. This season averaging 25 points per game. So almost 25 and 12 this season, and 41% shooting from 3 and almost 7 threes a game. Very, very impressive. Let's compare it to some other big men that might get a bit more credit, or people just talk about more. People like Bam Adebayo, who's also an all-star snub in my opinion. But Bam, he's averaging 19 points per game and 9.5 rebounds and 5.5 assists per game this season. Another centre, Karl Anthony Towns. This season he's missed games. He's had COVID, injuries. He's had a very rough 12 months. This season he's averaged 22 points per game and 10.3 rebounds a game and 35% shooting from 3. So Vucevic, he's averaging more than these guys. Now he's nowhere near Jokic and Embiid, I accept that for sure. But Jokic is only averaging 27 points per game, 2 points more. So Vucevic is up there as one of the top centers in the league, and we'll get into why as the video goes on. So Vucevic, he spent the last 9 seasons in Orlando with the Magic. After beginning his NBA career as a rookie with the Philadelphia 76ers, he spent 1 season there, and then he got traded to Orlando as part of the Dwight Howard trade. I think that was a 4-team trade, so he ended up in Orlando and he's been there ever since. And at 6'9" with a 7'4" wingspan, Vooch, he's one of the best offensive centers in the league. Vooch is a 3-level scorer in my opinion, for sure. I think everyone can accept that. He's very effective from behind the arc. He can hit the mid-range shot, and he can also finish around the rim. He's deadly on the pick and roll. We've seen this in Orlando for years now. Very effective there. He can pull back and hit the tree, or he can go and roll into the rim. As I said, he's also able to handle the ball. Actually, that's one of his more underrated parts of his game. He can handle the ball. He can pass the ball. He's capable of pulling up from off the dribble on the mid range. He can hit that shot. He's a very capable scorer. He's also a great rebounder, as his rebounds show, and also as his career stats. If you look through his rebounds over the years, he's always been a very, very good rebounder. He's averaged double-digit rebounds in 7 out of the 10 seasons he's been in the NBA, which is very impressive. And one of those years he did not average 10, it was like 9.6. So practically 8 out of 10 seasons he's averaged double-digit rebounds, which is very impressive for a big man. Consistency. He also always puts numbers on the board. 25 points per game, as I've said this season. You can't deny on the offensive end, Nikola Vucevic is one of the best centers in the league for sure. He's up there on the offensive end. He's up there with Embiid and Jokic in my opinion. Only on the offensive end. Defense is very important as well. He's got the Magic to the playoffs in the past 2 years. Last year in the bubble, Vooch had a monster game 1 versus the Milwaukee Bucks. The 8th-seeded Magic versus the 1st-seeded Bucks. I think got like 35 points and 14 boards. Led him to a win in game 1. Very impressive there. Yeah, they end up losing the next four games. But the Magic, they're a very, very poor team, as we've seen this season. The Magic this year, as I've said, they've struggled. Now they do have injuries. Markelle Fultz is out for the season, I think. Jonathan Isaac's out for the season with injuries. They're 2 of their key players with Vucevic. So they're 2 players that you need to have in your team. But they're out for the season. So it's just Vooch this season, carrying the Magic, playing very well though. The Magic sit 14th in the Eastern Conference with a 13-26 record. And in my opinion, they should just trade Vucevic. I think he deserves being a contender. He doesn't fit the timeline of Markelle Fultz and Jonathan Isaac. I say just trade him to a contender and get some picks or some good young players. Because this guy's given me so much these past 5-6 years, especially. He's 31 now. He's in his prime, doesn't have too long left in his prime. He deserves being a contender, going for a championship. Because I think this guy's more than capable of being on a championship winning team. Not as the main man, but as a third guy maybe. He's more than capable. He's a very, very, that's why I'm doing this video, very underrated player. Now Vooch, he has a flaw to his game. There's a reason why he's underrated. There's a reason why people don't talk about him enough. There's reasons he's only a two-time All-Star. Some of those reasons are he plays in a small market, obviously, with the Orlando Magic. Orlando, I saw someone say they haven't been on one national televised game. Now, you guys tell me if I'm wrong or not. But so they're not on the TV a lot, no one gets to see him. He's a below average defender, that's one of his biggest faults. That's why he's not up there with Embiid and Jokic, in my opinion, because they do both ends of the floor. Vucevic is solely on the offensive end. He's a below average defender, not a good rim protector at all. You know, for his size and all the rebounds he gets, he's not a good rim protector. And he's very mobile as well. He's more mobile than Marc Gasol. Laker fans, if you know him this season, he's very mobile. As I always say with Marc Gasol, he's got the turn and speed of a boat. Now, Vucevic isn't quite that bad. He's more like a turn and speed of a fridge. Still not fast at all, but you know, it's better than Marc Gasol. But most centers are more mobile than Marc Gasol. He's one of the most immobile people I know. Anyway, that's a different subject altogether. He's also a very quiet guy. I don't know because he's European, you know. But then Dirk wasn't like that. Everyone loves Doncic. So, you know, Vooch, I don't hear him talking too much. I saw him on the JJ Redick podcast a while ago. So that's the only time I've heard him speak, really. You know, he's not much of a talker. So you don't get to hear much of Vucevic. You don't see much of Vucevic on TV. And you know, the Magic are pretty trash, especially this season. So you don't hear of him that much because he's on a non-competitive team in a small market, doesn't really play defense, and a quiet guy. But that doesn't take away how much of an exceptional player he is on the offensive end. As I said, I've shown you the career stats here. And this season alone, as I said, 25 points and 12 rebounds, unbelievable. And 42% shooting from three almost on 7 threes. Come on. These are unbelievable stats. 31 I think he is now. He's in his prime. From the Magic, I'm trading him. What I'm hearing rumours are that he won't get traded, which I think is unfair in him. He ain't going to win anything in Orlando. So I have to wait and see. But in my opinion, definitely one of the most underrated players in the league. And definitely top 5 centres in the league, I think. Just off the top of my head now, maybe I'm forgetting someone. But I've got Embiid. I've got Joker. You know, then you're going to people like Bam, Anthony Towns, Porzingis even. But I think Vucevic is top 5 for sure. But anyway, guys, tell me what you think. Do you think Vucevic is underrated, or do you think he's rated just as he should be because he doesn't play defense? You guys tell me. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe for new, and turn on notifications because we get at least 3 videos out a week, so stay notified. And also, if you got any future video ideas, leave in the comments. And what I'll say, guys, I'm out of here.